What it do? It's Santi, aka Ocean on the Rocks, coming back to you guys with another one. Recognizing the Game, episode 28. Black Flag. Ya tu sabes, you know what it is. This is Semen Retention and the Fight for Your Masculinity, part 6. You as a man are not supposed to be stressing over women. You're supposed to be out here living life and enjoying yourself and allowing what comes to you to come to you while you're living in authenticity and fulfilling your purpose. And not to stress being on your purpose from the context of what everyone else may be saying, because it's popular in other videos regarding this particular topic on semen retention. But just knowing who you are and what your soul is meant to accomplish, and just taking the time to be away from women, being to yourself and enjoying your own time and space, and just living for you. In that time, being able to see if you desire to be in a relationship and weighing the pros and cons of being in a relationship if need be. You don't really have time to just be to you when you're in a relationship, because there's a certain level of obligation to your partner, in that sense of them needing your attention and your validation in terms of them being of value in this relationship between the two of you. But when you're single and you're not attached to anyone, you're just living freely, and being connected to someone and being attached is not the same thing. You're able to cultivate the experiences that you want to live, and you don't have this pressure. You're not to succumb to this pressure of getting married or being in a relationship with someone. You're content with being to yourself. You can create whatever you desire. You can create whatever you desire, coming from a place of being complete within your own self. If you want to be in a relationship, then you can be in a relationship, but there's no sense of apprehension or anxiety because of the societal constraints that says that you need to be married or that you need to do this and that before you're a certain age. And what I'm speaking on is in regards to men. Or that you should have these wants or desires because this person is telling you that's what you're supposed to be doing, or that you should be thinking this way. And this depends on the situation. You have done enough of the self-reflection and the introspection to know to say, okay, I understand myself from this level, so I'm choosing to move in accordance with this understanding. I've cultivated my own principles and my own way of living and done what I've needed to do to develop a system for myself that keeps me in harmony with myself and keeps me in tune with nature. And that's how it's supposed to be. There's so much more out of life than to be allowing yourself to be dictated by what women do, being influenced by what women do, constantly being at the whim of your own sexual energy, because I had to develop a system for myself, and part and parcel of it was looking at the systems of other people and seeing what worked for me while implementing my own understanding. Just from thinking for myself, observation, and getting out in the field, taking risks. You know, I've always been a risk taker anyway, but when you get to that point where if you've been struggling in a situation with a female and you decide to take your energy back and put it towards yourself, you know, I'm not going to keep trying to prove myself to her or attempt to get her validation or to see me in a certain light. And that because she likes me or feels a way about me, I'm going to choose to feel that way about myself, not because she feels that way about me. It's simply not looking externally and just being able to be unto yourself and see what's in front of you. It's like, okay, what do I want to do for me? Not for women, but what do I want to do for me that is truly going to bring about me being happy in terms of my desires, wants, and needs? What do I want to accomplish for me? What do I want to do for me? Just to stress that you may want to go out to a restaurant by yourself and just chill. You know what I'm saying? And whatever comes from that experience in itself on its own, you meeting new people, learning something new, actually accomplishing something that you really didn't think you could accomplish, just from deciding to make the decision to do it. You know what I'm saying? That's what it should be about. You shouldn't be so caught up in the desire of having sex with a woman and being with a woman and needing a woman to be in your presence. Us as men, we can do other things to fulfill that desire, and at the same time, us handling what we need to do for ourselves that's ultimately going to give a man more happiness when a woman should come last. A woman should come last after fulfilling your own needs as a man. Men and women are not the same, and that's really important to understand, to really put into perspective, because we have to go about choosing to live. A man cannot live his life the same way that a woman does. It's so much that you can do to just go out and enjoy and feel whole and just be one with yourself, and stop trying to dictate what women do, complaining about what women do. Carve out your boundaries, enforce your boundaries, and carve out your territory. Because a woman shouldn't be able to come into your space unless you say so. As you retain your semen and that active force moves through you, you will exercise those boundaries as you go out and about living your life. You know what I'm saying? You will create from that mean, which will be you embodying self-actualization. That's you actually living what you believe, and then living what you believe in. And the only belief, one should have is the belief in oneself. And only when you push yourself to do the work can what you believe become true. Then it's no longer a belief anymore. It's reality. And to get to that point, you have to separate yourself from everybody, to clear out the mental noise of people around you and not be influenced by them. If you have a person or people around you that are imparting wisdom upon you, and you carry that with you and apply it, and it can open you up to your own understanding, then by all means, you feel me? By all means. Masturbation is one of those things that a lot of men believe is natural, and they may see a monkey doing it and science says, oh, we are to engage in that habit too because it's a part of nature. But science is always going against itself and coming across something new, or what is deemed to be new knowledge. 5 or 10 years from now, something that they said was natural or that we should be doing, they're going to end up saying, oh, no, we don't need to do that anymore. Here's the new way that we should be doing it. So just think about that. Personal freedom. I'm all about personal freedom, autonomy, and I'm going to constantly reiterate those terms because it's what you give your mind to that you shall become. Because masculinity, whether people want to believe it or not, masculinity and femininity are fluid in the sense that they can be shaped by the environment that they are around because of that fact. And that is why a man who is not born gay or an hermaphrodite can be feminized. So that's all I wanted to discuss in this video. Abstaining from masturbation can strengthen your masculinity, and engaging in masturbation goes against masculine nature, because if you're active, then sexual accomplishment will come to you, and you don't have to use masturbation as a means to cope with that energy. Feel me? And this is what I mean by recognizing the game. Love. Salut.